The best OLED TVs on the market today deliver beautiful image quality thanks to the self-lighting pixels that define this technology. What these pixels deliver are stunningly deep black tones and incredibly precise contrast between light and dark areas in a way that LED or mini-LED TVs simply cannot match. Read our What is OLED? Guide for more on why this tech is such a big upgrade and so sought after. We've been testing TVs since long before the first 4K OLEDs made it to market, watching the technology get better, more popular, and more affordable over the years. This guide is based on our own testing and reviews of these products, comparing them to each other and regular LED or mini-LED TVs you can find at the same prices. We're judging them based not just on picture quality, but also the features they offer and how that balances with the price. We have listed the best OLED TVs 2024 and their key features. You need to consider this to help you choose the best one for you. For more information on the product, as always, I've included a link in the description box down below, which are updated with the best prices on each product. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. Now let's get started. Number 5. Samsung S95C OLED. Samsung is back in the OLED game, and its top-of-the-line S95C OLED is the best in the business. It's technically a new QD OLED model that offers better color saturation and brightness levels than the competition, which was something we saw reflected in our tests. We measured a 9.2 milliseconds lag time with a Leo Bodnar 4K lag tester, which means you'll get responsive gameplay when you pair the TV with a 5 pounds or Xbox Series X. On the picture quality side of things, the S95C covers 141.5% of the Rec 709 color space, some of the highest color saturation we've seen on any TV, and has a Delta E accuracy score of 1.4, which means that color's highly accurate. Our tests show that it's 30% brighter than the Samsung S95B OLED and close to double the brightness of last year's LG OLED TVs. Our test results and our anecdotal testing have proven to us beyond any doubt that this is the best OLED TV available to buy right now, bar none. The Samsung S95C OLED TV was one of the most anticipated TVs of the year. As a reminder, it's the company's second shot at QD OLED, the panel technology that promises a brighter OLED experience thanks to the addition of quantum dots. And though we had some reservations about Samsung's new TV category the first time around, the S95C has upgrades that move the needle. For one, the set's design is slimmer than the previous gen Samsung S95B OLED TV and comes in a new 77-inch configuration. It also features the One Connect box for cable management, though, as it turns out the One Connect box might be preventing the TV from passing through 4K/144Hz signal. Despite that snafu, it's easy to recommend the S95C as one of the best TVs you can buy right now. Thinking about picking up Samsung's flagship QD OLED? Take a look at our full Samsung S95C OLED TV review below to see if it's the right TV for you based on our in-depth testing. Number 4. LG C3 OLED. For years, OLED has been synonymous with words like expensive because of their lofty sticker prices. These days, though, OLED TVs aren't significantly more expensive than their mid-range mini-LED counterparts. The LG C3 OLED proves that point by costing under $1,000 for the 42-inch and 48-inch models, while keeping pace with the competition's pricing at 55-inch and 65-inch screen sizes. The variety of screen sizes and the myriad price points is what makes the C3 a good pick if you're on the fence about dropping a ton of money on an OLED. You can dip your toes in with a smaller model to see what you think before trading out the 65-inch TV in your living room. The good news is, besides some minor differences in peak brightness, all the models have similar specs. They all are 120 Hz native refresh rates and sport 4 full-spec HDMI 2.1 ports. In our tests, the LG C3 hit around 820 nits at peak brightness and covered 98.98% of the UHD AP3 colored gamut. That's a drop down from the LG G3 mentioned above, but still quite admirable. It can't overtake the leaders in the category like the Samsung S95C or Sony N95L, but the LG C3 OLED is a fantastic screen that you can buy for a lot less than you'd think. The LG OLED C3 is the latest iteration in LG's vaunted C-series of upper mid-range 4K TVs. Previous TVs in the C-series like the LG C1 OLED and LG C2 OLED have been acclaimed by reviewers, including here Tom's Guide, industry professionals and everyday consumers alike for the outstanding picture quality and strong usability they offer at a still reasonable price. It's a tradition the C3 easily slots itself into. Like its predecessors, the C1 and the C2, the C3 looks like a winner and comes with everything you want from a TV serving as your home entertainment centerpiece. Perfect blacks, thrilling contrast, and rich, accurate colors at every point across the visual spectrum. Number 3. LG-B3 OLED. When it comes to getting OLED TVs on the cheap, you have two options. You could either buy a model secondhand or go for an entry-level model like the LG-B3 OLED. While you can sometimes find great deals on secondhand OLEDs, most people are usually trying to unload older screens with some image retention issues that are now out of warranty. That said, we recommend buying something new in box. When it comes to the most affordable OLED TVs, the LG-B3 OLED is king. You might still be able to find some older, 2 OLED models floating around out there, but the B3 is only a year old and can often be found for right around $1,000. Despite a lower price tag, its color reproduction is excellent and its low input lag of 10.1 milliseconds and 120 Hz refresh rate make it great for gamers. Cinephiles will appreciate the incorporation of Dolby Vision, and while there's no HDR10 Plus support, you're still going to get an amazing HDR performance from this screen. The only downsides here are its lackluster audio and limited HDMI 2.1 port selections, but those are small compromises to make for a TV this good. The LG-B3 is the lower mid-range extension of LG's acclaimed OLED TV line, slotting in below the C3. But though a simplified version of that more expensive model, the B3 is, in its way, every bit as impressive. Its top-tier color results in an outstanding picture. It's loaded with features that make the TV both easy and fun to use, from its low input lag to its excellent smart interface. And it brings it in a price low enough to more than make up for the little you're not getting. Number 2. Sony Bravia XR95L OLED. The top picks on our list are there because we think they offer the best bang for your buck. But if money isn't a factor in your buying decision, then the A95L OLED from Sony should definitely be in consideration. Its picture isn't just good, it's absolutely jaw-dropping. Everything we watched on it during our testing looked better than in the cinemas thanks to its perfect black levels and perfect motion processing. Its top-class picture processing and audio performance help justify the high sticker price, as does its support for Google TV. Even more so than LG's Webos or Samsung's Tizen, Google TV does an exceptional job delivering recommended content based on shows and movies you've liked previously, and is easily customizable through the settings. With a Delta E of 2856 right out of the box, it doesn't take much to get colors looking their absolute best, but Google TV doesn't make extra tweaking harder than it needs to be. For nearly $3,000, it targets cinephiles with cash to splash, but the A95L needs to be seen to be believed. The Bravia XR A95L is Sony's flagship TV, a fully tricked-out QD OLED unit that serves as both the top-tier offering in Sony's Master Series and the most advanced set the company produces. As such, it sells for a high price, $3,499 for the 65-inch model. But do you get your money's worth? In a word, yes. With stunning picture and sound quality, a raft of innovative and interesting features, and a few killer extras, the N95L easily deserves to play among the most stalwart of the industry's power players, and it dominates them in more than a few categories. Number 1. Sony Bravia XR A80L. If you've ever had a hard time hearing dialogue during your favorite show or movie, you'll know that sound is just as important in picture quality. Thankfully, the Sony A80L is no slouch in either category. Both its visuals and audio are fantastic, and because it sits a little lower in the lineup than the A95L mentioned above, it's not nearly as cost-prohibitive. That said, it sits down here on our list because it's not the brightest OLED. Again, that honor belongs to either the Samsung S95C or Sony A95L, and its specs are a little less powerful than the models above it. You still get Google TV here, which is a big plus, and the perfect black levels you've come to expect from OLED. If you want a TV that sounds as good as it looks or one that pushes the limits of the screen size without breaking the bank, the A80L delivers. The Sony Bravia XR A80L is the latest in Sony's line of upper mid-range consumer OLED TVs, and it's one that more than holds its own against formidable competition from LG and Samsung. Beyond the perfect blacks and infinite contrast you'd expect from any OLED set, Sony also deploys its estimable catalog of picture and sound enhancement technologies to deliver a sprawling entertainment experience that few other TVs in this price range can fully touch. Its visuals and audio are more than enough to qualify the AL as one of the best TVs you can buy, and it might be the best choice if you're looking for a do-it-all solution for decking out your living room. It is not, however, the brightest OLED you'll find, and a bit of inertia in its specs and performance suggests Sony may not hold on to this crown forever.